guys couldn't catch that rabbit if your life depended on it. You gonna find it? Oh, he found it. How'd you find that? Oh, now they're all in the freaking hunt, dude. Hey guys, welcome back to my video. Hopefully you enjoyed the little intro, the dogs. Fedor swore he was going to get that rabbit earlier, but he didn't. Okay guys, can we sit down? Mom's gonna do a Q&A. Mom's gonna do a Q&A. No, let's sit down so Mom can do a Q&A. Alright, so I asked on Instagram if you guys had any questions, and I'm getting dog hair all over me. And a few of you guys asked me questions, but I'm only going to do about like probably 10 questions. Alex is on his way home right now, so we're going to get this knocked out real quick before he gets home. Fedor, if you guys are wondering, Fedor is definitely more of a spaz than Vixen is. She's mature, and Fedor's not. Also, it is freezing here in Texas. In some parts of Texas, it is snowing, actually, but not over here. Oh, what a sweet boy cleaning his sister's ear. I wrote all the questions down. So let's jump right into it. The first question is, do you guys plan where you travel? Okay. So, of course we plan where we travel. If we have work somewhere, then we need to plan that out. And usually when we go work somewhere, we like to stop places along the way. So, we plan that out as well. And then when we're not working, you know, we get to do whatever we want, but we also plan it out. It's just really smart to plan out where you're going and where you're going to stay and everything like that. So yes, we do plan out where we're traveling. And yeah, okay, next question. Let's see. It said pros and cons of full-time living. I could give you guys a few. So the pros of full-time living is that, you know, we get to go to so many places and we're not paying double rent, right? So we've been working in the plants, and when we didn't have a trailer, we were staying in hotels. So we would be paying for our apartment, and then we would be paying for hotels, and then once we got a trailer, now we only pay for the rent at the RV park. So, I mean, that's a pro. Another pro would be, I think we just get to experience a lot more than most people. And, you know, we're living in such a small space, which teaches us to, you know, not get stuff that we don't need. So, I think that's a pro as well. It's really teaching us to be, you know, conscious of buying things that we do not need. A con of living in a camper is also that we have limited space. You know, so it's a pro because it's teaching us to not buy things that we don't need, but it's also a con because we literally have limited space, and you know, sometimes we can't get the stuff that we actually do want. So that's a con. Another con would be having dogs while living in a camper. I mean, I love it, and it definitely makes me sane, but I do want to get a house and land and stuff so that they have a place to just go when they just want to go. You know, anytime they want to go outside, I have to go with them, you know, so it'd be nice to just be able to open our door and just let the dogs go and just be out there all day, because they're cattle dogs, so they really have a lot of energy and they need to get it out. Next question. I got asked how I developed my style. Not sure what style you're talking about, but I just dress however I want to dress. I don't know. I feel like once I stop trying to have a style, it all just kind of works out. You know, I like what I wear now. Before, I was trying to, you know, like have some sort of style, and I just, you know, wasn't always comfortable in what I'm wearing. Now I just wear things that I'm comfortable in and I like. I think that's really important, to just wear stuff that you like. You don't have to have the same exact style as everybody else. And you know, that goes along with thrifting too. I've been asked before, like, how do you find things when you go thrifting? Well, you know, before, when I was like a teenager, you know, like in my early 20s, when I was in my early 20s, I would go to thrift stores and try to find certain things that were at, you know, bigger stores, and that was a struggle for me, and I wasn't finding as much stuff. But once I just started to thrift and not actually like go there to just like to find certain pieces, you know, and I just picked out stuff that I thought was cool and like stuff that I liked and that was unique, it became a lot easier for me to find cool stuff. So I think, like, if you're getting into thrifting or getting into buying secondhand, just buy things that you think are cool, just things that are different, and you'll figure out how to wear them, and people will probably ask you questions like, how did you figure out your style? That was a good question, though. Alright, next one. Where do I store my clothes? I'm not sure if this is referring to the clothes that I sell or my actual clothes, but I'll answer both. So, we have a closet, and we have dressers, and we have plenty of cabinet space in our room, which I'll do a tour of whenever Alex has a day off, because it's just way easier to do a tour with someone following you than me just doing it by myself. But yeah, so for like my everyday clothes, we have more than enough space in our room for that. Sorry, baby. Sorry. We have more than enough space in our room for that, and I just, you know, store it like normal. I mean, I have quite a few clothes, so I'll definitely do a video on that. But as far as the clothes that I sell, I store everything in the garage with closed off bins, and I have it all organized, you know, all the shirts and pants and miscellaneous stuff, and that's how I store everything. Yeah, so if you guys want a more in-depth video of how I store all my actual clothes and then how I store everything that I thrift and sell, I can do a video on that too. You just let me know in the comments down below. Okay, this is a good one. What are some supplements you recommend for new vegans? This is a really good one, and I don't want you guys to like just take my advice. You should probably speak to a professional, but definitely supplements that I recommend for beginner vegans are, you know, things like vegan B12, a multivitamin for sure, a vegan one, because they make vegan multivitamins. So, omegas. They make vegan omegas. So those are all really important vitamins, I think, that you should be taking if you are vegan. And, yeah, and I think it is very, very important to take vitamins if you are vegan. You know, you need to take supplements, because you're not getting everything that you need. Even if you are, you know, eating whole plant-based, you're not getting exactly everything that you need. So I think supplements are very, very important, and definitely talk to a physician for that. Alex is home. Alex is home. Let's answer one more question. Actually, yeah, I'm going to answer one more question, and then when he gets inside, I'll have him answer a question. So the next question is, what northern states are you most excited to visit? It's your dad. It's your dad. It's your dad. Okay, so the northern states that we're most excited to visit, I think is going to have to be Oregon. Also, I'm going to have him answer a question or two, like I said. The first question is startup costs for full-time living. What do you think the startup costs for full-time living would be?
I think you could do it with less than $20,000.
With less than $20,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think you could do it less than $20,000. If you got, this is kind of counting, like, you know, of course, you can do this with a loan, and if you already have a vehicle that is capable of towing a smaller camper, you know what I mean?
Come here, Bubba.
Like, for example, we sold our last camper for sub $10,000. And, you know, it was pretty much completely redone. It was a nice little one. You could have lived full time in it, easy. Mm-hmm. We were doing it. We just decided to go bigger. You know, cost of like a hitch and, you know, replacing items that you already have for items that's more compatible with living in a camper. You know, I think the total cost of everything, excluding the price of your tow vehicle, you know, you could do it $20,000, and you can get loans for stuff, you know what I mean? And you can get loans for campers, man. They're like 15-year loans. Some people, RVs, I think you can get like even longer loans for those. I'm not exactly sure on that, but for sure you can get at least 15-year loans if you wanted to go that route.
Cool. So around $20,000. So I'll have you answer another question because it kind of coincides with the last question, and it is, how are you so cool?
How am I so cool?
I know I asked you that. Okay, so the question is, careers you can have that you're capable of traveling the country with. What do you think some are? Give like 2 examples.
A career?
Yeah.
Career? Oh shit. Working in the industrial field, and there's so many different things you could do in an industrial field that's career-wise, you know. Mm-hmm. Pipe
Engineer.
Fitter. Well, I mean, pipe fitter, pipe welder, rigger, crane operator. Even if you already have, like, per se, like you're in a medical field and you're a nurse, you could be a traveling nurse and just go hit different places and stuff. But I think the biggest one and best one for anybody with any kind of you know, money to the side, you can do an online business or any kind of entrepreneurship online. You know what I mean? It is crazy the opportunities we have, you know, that we could just have access to with our cell phone, a laptop, or anything like that. I mean, there is a million different ways to make money online, or you don't even really have to go to work at all. You know what I mean? Arbitrage, you know, trading, you know, investing here and there. You know, there's so many different ways to make money with just your phone, you know, and I mean, shit, dude, that'll just give you the ultimate freedom to really, you know, get the most out of living in your camper. You gotta hit a different spot, don't only have to work. What?
What is he doing? I think that about ends the Q&A. I know these guys are hungry. Alex is probably hungry. He just got home. I made this sweatshirt.
I literally watched you buy that off of Mercari.
And I sell stuff just like this, minus the dog hair, on my Mercari.
Dog hair
go check it
costs
out.
Extra.
Yeah, the dog hair costs extra because it's from Fedor.
Yeah, it comes from a rare breed of
super
red hair.
Rare breed. We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. I wish this child would get out of my shot.
Come here. Come here, Vixie. Come here. Go down slide.
outside. Oh my god, you have a piece of dog hair in your eye.
Okay.
RV repair guy. Maybe I should close the window.